We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Sky Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Keegan Aiken will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Mookie Betts, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it. The pitcher has to throw strikes. The offense has to show up. But I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
The left fielder, Tim Tebow.
Now at the plate, Tim Tebow. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Tebow swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Aiken, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Anthony Rendon is on deck. Line hard to the left side, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now is Anthony Rendon, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. Alberto gloves it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. The Orioles due up in the first. No score. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Velasquez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number 88.
Now here's the pitch. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
Now the 0-2 from Price. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Lifetime versus David Price, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Price, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Popped him up. Grandal over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop,
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Price into his motion. Here it is. Grounded weakly toward third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Alberto has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is it. The right fielder, Michael Lorenzen.
Digging in now, Michael Lorenzen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Into the box, Luke Voit, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. The 1-0.
That's ball two.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Outside, 3-0 now. From the stretch. Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Into the box now, Delino DeShields. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
The 0-1 on its way.
At the ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 1-1 pitch is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
This is popped up, and oh, this one drops. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The set and the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Three and 0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might plate 2. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now back.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they extend the lead to 5-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop, and he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
In now, Tim Tebow.
The left fielder, Tim.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
2 out, nobody on. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Hayes on the run for it. At the track, the wall, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. And good for him. Tim Tebow has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Brandon Bailey is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Brandon Bailey.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Ball 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Rendon at second with 2 down. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hayes is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Sky Sox lead this one 6-0. And here's Renato Nunez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
To the plate now, Dwight Smith Jr. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Price ready with the 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Ready now for Baltimore, Austin Hayes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Strike taken up in the zone.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And there's ball 2 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Price sets his sights. Here it is on 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Anthony Santander would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. Stepping into the box, Michael Lorenzen. He reached on a single in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. Down. Ball inside.
And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. To short. Iglesias is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And that's not all that promising a number, as they find themselves just 1 spot off the bottom in the American League. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up to bat next, Delino DeShields. Now here it comes.
Nope. Outside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 out, nobody on. Two and 1 to count. Pitch on the way. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the first pitch here from Price. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now the 1-0. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, David.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Hey!
This is skied into short left center. Tebow comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Price into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey!
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And 2-2. This is foul right side. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Into the box now, Bo Bichette. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Bo Bichette.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Ground ball foul down the left side. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
The 3-2 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Squared that one up just a little late. A runner at first with no outs here. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Count still full, 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Another full count pitch home. That's popped up. Velasquez into shallow center. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late. Stepping in now, Mookie Betts, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Hayes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, left fielder, Tim Tebow.
At the plate, Tim Tebow, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. To third. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Colorado Springs is on top here, 6-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Velasquez. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes. Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack per se, Dan. In this one, I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch is popped up. To second for 1. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full. The Sky Sox on top 6-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Anthony Rendon. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Standing in now, Yasmani Grandal, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. The next 1-2 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in, Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. None out, runners at 1st and 2nd. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
He's got it to Iglesias for 1. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
In now, Luke Voigt. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. In the air out to left. Santander waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Thank you, Heidi.
Orioles, The designated hitter, Renato Nunez.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr., as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as he rips it on the ground to second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage, so he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Price pauses. Here's the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two and two. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now it's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box, Pedro Severino looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Two balls and a strike.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave them loaded. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. New inning set to get underway. Settling in now, Delino DeShields. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Nope.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Striding into the box, Bo Bichette. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Pitch on the way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin
Digging in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's one. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. So they go down without a whimper here. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Colorado Springs leads it 6-0. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Andrew Velasquez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First delivery to him on the way. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So now to the plate, Hanser Alberto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ballgame. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
The batter number 11. Shortstop. Iglesias.
In now for the O's, Jose Iglesias. He was a double play victim last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. Rendon is there. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Wade LeBlanc comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Seventh inning ready to roll. Striding forward now is the DH, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tim Tebow.
Now at the plate, Tim Tebow. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, inside.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
1 out, nobody on. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Here's the pitch. That one's in there. 3-1. And he misses. Ball 4.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
So striding forward now, Anthony Rendon. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
This is on the ground over to first. 1 there. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Sky Sox are out on top, 6-0. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1-1.
The 1-1. On the ground up the middle. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
Now at the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Bounce to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
At the plate, Austin Hayes. A hit in 2 tries so far. Price gets his sign. Here's the first pitch.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
1-1 the count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Takes this the other way to right. Lorenzen is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready to begin the 8th, so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Now to the plate, Michael Lorenzen. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First offering on its way.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Now the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in, Anthony Santander. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And here's one that misses, so it's 2-1 now to the Oriole left fielder. Now the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strike out there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Here's Chris Davis now. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Price ready with the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Davis, a native Texan. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
The 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Fouled off. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
At the plate now, Pedro Severino, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Price is ready. Here's the 2-1. To 2-2 now.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
No, that's low.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. Hit down the line at first. Davis has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping up to the plate, Bo Bichette. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike. Sent on the ground out to second. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready now, Kevin Kiermaier. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Andrew Chafin, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Velasquez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short, and he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box now, Hanser Alberto, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Chafin is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2. Chafin has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. He's set. Here's the 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And this is popped up near second base. DeShields is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles, not shortstop, Iglesias.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Iglesias, and he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First offering on its way.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
First and second now, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hard hit ball to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Sky Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. David Price earns his 6th winning decision in this one, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Keegan Aiken struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
That's our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Orioles, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.